Well, as I was saying, my name is Kelly. Usan, I belong here to NV Global LATAM. It's a pleasure to have you here tonight. Thank you very much for taking the time for this training. Well, today we are here to talk about the NV wallet product, which is a product from the portfolio that we have here at NV Global. Big Wallet is a decentralized wallet, a digital wallet, as it is very intuitive, very easy to handle. It is part of the big global ecosystem, and the idea is that as we are part of this community, we should learn to use it. And what better than something that might generate some commissions for us to give that use, right? Well, this platform has been designed with the user experience in mind, so that it is the system, let's say, of security, of interface, like that of a bank, both for beginners and for people who might already have some experience or are more advanced. That's right. So what does it tell us here? It's a crypto wallet, a multi-chain, united with self-custody, which also serves as a gateway to thousands of decentralized applications, right? We understand that this Web3 is what, let's say, like in itself, the security that exists within these internet systems, right? This wallet has that, right? As we know, in any social network or any application, we are giving away our data, right? This wallet makes it so, or is within this system, which is what allows us, which differentiates us, let's say, from others, from other wallets or other systems. Yes, because it is safeguarded end to end, right? There isn't that handing over of our information to the digital, let's say, to the internet as such. I don't know if it has happened to you. It has happened to me quite a bit, that when I, for example, am talking about something and I interact with a social network, it appears to us right away. What we were talking about is because of those permissions we grant to these social networks. Now, these digital systems, right, this doesn't happen with this one, with these decentralized ones, especially with this one we have, which is live as well. Well, the objective, let's say, of sending globally and creating this wallet is to facilitate, let's say, the execution of transactions. It is very intuitive. It is very secure. As I was saying, it is end to end. It is protected. And as I was saying, besides being able to trade, we have a chat, which is like the bonus of this wallet. A messaging system that will be, it won't be for everyone, but it will be so that, let's say, they can, so to speak, trade this information, right? Something that happens with all social networks. And what I was saying about the example, well, what features does this wallet have? Well, it is instant payments. It is very fast. We have very fast network and smart notifications and messages in seconds. It is an interface. Well, as I was saying, if you have already used another wallet, it is very similar, very easy to use as well. Now we are going to try it directly as we are going to download this application. All right. Well, speaking perhaps of what this is, well, so to speak, let's say that in effect in Viva, it represents, let's say, like that management of digital assets from how it was created at the beginning, let's say, or like since when Bitcoin was created, that was, let's say, what was sought at that moment to centralize. Yes, to centralize our assets so that they were not, let's say, restricted, right? So for that reason, let's say what we most recommend, or what one most recommends, are decentralized wallets for that purpose for which it was created, let's say in these digital currencies, right? So, well, I don't know if you have any questions so far. Let me know in the chat. Raise your hand. Now I'm going to stop sharing here, and we are going to, I'm going to connect. I am going to perform the initial exercise on how to register in the wallet. So give me a moment. I will share my screen with you shortly from a device that currently does not have the application. I don't know if you are seeing my screen. Wait, I just finished the permissions. I will share it with you now, so we are going to do it. If you want, we can start the exercise. Whoever is there who hasn't downloaded the application and wants to download it, we can move forward. We can move forward. Let's get to it. There you can see my screen ready. So we can go to the Play Store or the App Store, depending on your phone. So we are going to search for what is NV NV Wallet. Here it is. Well, for speed, I have already downloaded it. So we can go along with me. Whoever is ready, go ahead and install it. Ready? So it's very easy. It's very intuitive, but well, and it's not unnecessary, maybe for someone who has never used it before. So let's go with this explanation. Well, then let's click open. Once the wallet opens, then we go to here. What the wallet tries to tell us or tells us is that here, by clicking accept, we are giving consent, let's say, to accept terms and conditions. All right, so we click on that purple button that appears here. This is where we are. There are two ways to open. Wallet to decentralize, right? Which ideally for me is that we do it with pen and paper, right? Why? Because the idea of decentralized wallets is that we won't have any trace, let's say, digitally. So always do it with the first option, which is to set up with a secret phrase. That is, let's say, like what one always recommends, because it's for that to not leave a digital trace and to avoid being hacked. So I always recommend the first option with a secret phrase, right? Here, well, then it will give us a manual. Hold on, I'll stop sharing because it's going to show me what my secret phrase is. So there, a secret phrase will appear. We're going to write it in our, let's say, we're going to write it in, we're going to, well, 3 appear. 3, right? We're going to give it 3 boxes. We're going to check them. As I was saying, well, secret phrase, what are we going to do? Well, here are the recommendations. We're going to save them exactly in the order they are, right? Write them down. For your security, don't take screenshots. Don't save them digitally, but look, with pencil and paper, we're going to write it exactly as it is. As it appears there, So once we check the recommendations, we click continue. So as I was saying, here you will see 12. So what you do there is also have the option to copy it. Let's say even a chat, that one might have with oneself. But as I was saying, if you don't want to leave a digital trace, the best is pencil and paper in the order it is. So once I'm going to give you a little time while I also write them down here. The idea is not to leave a trace. Let's say digital, if the idea is that they will always be written in pencil and paper. If that's like security, you still have to keep it very well stored, because if you lose that phrase, you lose access. There is no way to recover that money you have there. So it's very careful. It's a secure way to keep your money, but you need to be organized with your keys and passwords ready. Well, once we copy the 12, it will appear to us, so to speak, in that we place them as they are. Let's say, for example, word 1 appears. So we will look at what word 1 was, right? Word 1 appears to us, let's say that is the phrase as it is in the other, then it will appear to us, each one will appear differently, right? In word 1, it seems to me, this one. Let's see, we look for word 2. If you are doing the exercise with me, then slowly, there's no rush, everyone can do it. Word 2, word 4 asked me, you can request any word ready. So here word number 7 appears, and word 8 just simply appears for me. Sorry, word 10. All right, so here we are going to place them. For example, word 1, well, the phrase that appears here in word 1, class word, with 4. Well, the phrase that appears in word 4, the word is the phrases. The word, all right, so right there we confirm. And now here we have to create a password, right? We are going to create a 6-digit password that we cannot forget. We can also do it by fingerprint, but it will still ask you for your code, right? So we are going to write a code. The security, let's say that's like for each device, right? Or if you want to open it on another device, it's much easier than, let's say, perhaps copying the entire secret phrase, all right? All right. It will always ask you for a number. It will always be a number. And now I am going to share with you this. I am not going to share with you, because then it's like let's say private in this. Now I am also just going to share from my phone. I also already have the app downloaded here. So once we have the whole process that I just showed you, then it will appear to us. It will appear to us like this, which is, we open it here. And as I usually say, for convenience, I use it with the fingerprint system, which is much easier and also secure. It is very secure because the fingerprint is very strong. Well, so what I am saying, the interface of the wallet is, and if you have worked with previous wallets, it is very similar. Here, to send, we look for the currency, we look for the network. It's for receiving, so we also check which currency it is, which network. In this case, for example, we have our own currency. Here, we can send the address or take a screenshot and use the QR code. It is very intuitive. That's for receiving and for sending, right? We can also buy directly from our exchange, but I don't have it here. I don't have it on the phone to buy yet. If we need the exchange, we also have the BITNEVEX exchange, which we already had a training on, but this week we will reinforce it with our colleague Yadmin. So everyone pay attention to these trainings so we can start using these tools, which are, let's say, the ones we should use to support, well, the company where we are, right? In the investment we are making. So this also helps because we have commissions here. And so I don't know if you have any questions. It seems to me like the point is very well, maybe it seems to me like very, very easy to handle, the wallet. But maybe you have some concerns. I don't know. Well, here we can also have our NFTs. Let's say we can receive them here. We can also have them here in our wallet. Well, it's what I was talking to you about, the chat. The chat is like an encrypted chat. No one will be able to view it. Let's say, yes. So it's very easy, let's say, to connect with another person. So it's very easy. Suddenly, we easily establish a connection with another wallet, and securely, we can scan the QR code here of the other person, and we can access, look, with this reader, and we can interact with that person. No one will be able to view our conversations. It's called NV Wallet. If you have the wallet, it's called NV Wallet. You go to the Play Store or App Store and type it in. Well, if you want, I'll leave the link for you now. I'll send it via WhatsApp through the Telegram group so you can see it. If not, look here, NV Wallet. This is the logo. It looks purple. So what? Yes, similarly, and what I'm telling you is the same. It's decentralized. It has, well, as a recommendation, what I was saying earlier for the person who just joined, it's the same. What I most recommend is that it be through secret phrases and to not leave any digital trace. There is another way, which is through email, and that, but it could be more, let's say, well, it wouldn't be easy to hack, but it would be somewhat more accessible to someone who might know about technology and could hack your email and had your part. So that's why the idea is always with secret phrases, write it down with paper and pencil and not lose it. That is that seed phrase. If you lose that phrase, you lose all your capital that you might have there, right? You lose access and you lose your capital. So what I'm telling you, a wallet, let's say at the beginning, when you enter, these digital businesses started, well, that was the idea, right? That everything was decentralized and not being restricted, right? Before, for example, we used to make some remittances from country to country, and no, I mean, we didn't have limits and the high commissions with these digital currencies, well, that's what is sought, right? And with decentralized wallets, even better, right? We have another question. At the moment, VSTS are not available, but we have BNB. We have Ethereum, our currency that we can start accrediting. And other currencies end up here to perhaps look for other currencies. We can activate them because let's say we have the ones we use the most here, right? But if we want to add more at the top right, we have here. For example, look, we have the option to activate Tron and other currencies that we can find. The VSTS for the moment are not active, but soon they will be available, right? Look, we can also with Bitcoin Solana, all those currencies, let's say that we can activate them and they will appear here so we don't fill it up with too many, just the ones we use the most. We use the most, right? But not corresponding to your question. Currently, the USB and purchases are not active, as I mentioned. Purchases are made directly. Without the exchange on BITNEVEX, it's like saying on Binance. So because the wallet is for you, well, it's more for you, although you can buy them directly from a person, right? Also, but here there is no trading, the trading issues, even though also for like storing and transferring maybe from one of your wallets to another, and to have them securely, if the digital wallets, or maybe if you buy them, maybe you can directly send them and transfer them here for safekeeping, maybe in this decentralized wallet. I don't know, well, I think up to this point. And I finished my talk. I don't know, tell me if you have any questions. I'm reading you. Well, I see that there are no questions. Everything is clear. You've already downloaded it. Happy. Okay.